All right, welcome to another edition of Between the Classes Sports. I got a full guest panel here. This is Yusuf the Guru Khan. I got
Lewis Maxwell Jr.,
Tim Hawthorne,
Brian Pittman.
So we're going to go ahead and start off with a recap of the Miami-Florida game.
Yeah.
It was a close one, went down to the last seconds. Florida prevailed
24-20. Come on, let's get it right.
24?
24-20.
I think I was still closer in the prediction than you.
Florida fan.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
How many bullets were you sweating that night?
Oh, so the big question was, who ended up winning? Yes. It doesn't matter about how many bullets I sweat. It ended up being one team got a W, one team got a loss.
I'll say this thing though, I'm much more confident in the rest of Miami's season than I am Florida. And I'm not being biased at all. The QB, the way Jared Williams played, pretty good for, redshirt freshman starting his first game.
Y'all not playing about it.
Felipe Franks starting his third year off as a starter. He almost threw the game away in the fourth quarter. How many games could they lose this year playing in the SEC?
About 4.
So no, they're not. I mean, I say maybe one loss.
Whoa!
Maybe one loss.
Excuse me.
Hey, this was weak. as Kirk Herbstreit kept saying over and over again, with the worst commentating in the history of college football.
You said how many losses?
He kept saying this was week 0, guys. Remember, this is week 0, guys. So this wasn't week 1. This was week 0. So bottom line is, it was kind of like a scrimmage that really didn't count according to the ESPN.
As big as this game
but
was,
if Florida would have lost, it would have big time counted.
And how many losses? You said that how many losses Florida gonna get?
Florida may lose once to Georgia.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Oh my God.
we're good.
I'm playing LSU and Auburn too on the schedule.
Thank you. I'm saying 2. I'm saying 3 to 4
You been
losses.
disrespectful to
And
Kentucky.
Kentucky. I'm not
Kentucky, come on.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and add on the Miami thing. Miami thing, they're gonna do their thing, but actually Miami, I got a soft schedule, so y'all lucky.
Yeah.
We got a soft schedule too. I'm not like we don't. We have a soft schedule.
And let's not forget about
We
Missouri.
ain't talking about Kentucky, man.
Nobody talks about Kentucky. It's not basketball.
Yeah.
Come on.
Are you still? He's still salty off the loss last year. It still stings. It's okay.
Did he get
31-1 in the last 32. I'm sorry.
Was it
I
on the
apologize.
Bluegrass or was it at Florida when they beat y'all?
Bluegrass.
Oh.
We play in the swamp this year. It's gonna make it
But
better when we win.
just getting back to the game though, I mean, it was going back and forth the whole game. Miami did cause 4 turnovers. I mean, the suspect Miami offensive line with 2 freshman tackles really cost them at the end.
Yes.
Florida was just blitzing, every down when they knew they could, basically. But Miami, showed some resilience. They came back a few times. But we'll get into it. I think there was a big play in the third quarter that really shifted the momentum of the game.
What that was?
The fumbled punt by Jeff Thomas because...
Number 4?
Yep. Yeah, because they gave him a freebie touchdown. I mean, the defense played great, I thought. They gave up 2 long passes. Other than that, Florida really couldn't muster anything all day. They had 2 yards per rush.
Did it make you sick?
You saw that though. Originally, Miami, every time they get a turnover, it's turnover chain, and then after that Miami guy fumbled, number 4, as we say, fumbled the punt return. He fumbled the catch of it, and he gave it to Florida. It went from turnover chain to turnover pain. Did you see the tears coming down?
Wow.
Holy cow, that was sad. It was so bad. Turnover pain all over the place. I loved it.
Talk about your team.
Well, I mean, I was live at the game, and this was the quietest I've ever seen Florida fans. They were about to, they were really getting messed up because they were about to lose to a team that they thought they could easily win. So, it was down to the wire last seconds. Miami got some lucky, maybe pass interference calls at the end, kept them in the game.
Yeah.
One was, maybe one wasn't.
Yeah.
But there was holding calls throughout the game, so it was going back and forth. It was sloppy, definitely. This is a week 0 game, so. But I think overall, just projecting Miami's future with this new QB, I like what he showed. No interceptions. He had a few fumbles, but they didn't lose them.
Oh man, don't say that, man. Don't say that, man.
Well, do you have something against him? What did he do?
Look, as far as, because I do know Mr. Diaz slightly through my recruiting thing, and I'm just trying to tell you, he did not adjust properly. Because if you have your offensive tackle and he's getting beat like that, why are you not rubbing your running back? If not, you should have had at least 2 running
No,
backs. in the
they
back.
did have 1 running back, but I agree. They
But
should
he
have played
put- I
max
mean-
protect and have 3 guys go out.
How many sacks the left tackle gave up?
Zuniga over
They had 10
and over and
overall. I don't
over
know
again
which
was
ones
there.
gave
Had
up less.
3. So why did they not adjust him to the 2 technique? Then just stand at the 3 and you still getting beat. Come on, man. It ain't just the amount of talent. It need to be from the coaches as well. Cause man, come on, how you allow that kid?
He's the first year coach too.
Hey man, look, but
That's
they've
a
been
defensive coach.
coaching in the SEC for a minute.
But one thing I did notice, they were motioning a lot in the beginning of the game, which that first drive, they really got Florida off guard. They sort of stopped that throughout the game, and that was helping them out because that sort of confuses the
Too
defense a little.
confident, and was losing.
Yeah. Well, you can script the first drive, but then after that, everything sort of goes haywire. So, Florida did win the game. So, they're going to go on with the rest of their schedules. But like I said, Miami has a pretty easy schedule to move on to. Florida's about to get into SEC country in about 2 weeks, right? In Kentucky?
week 3.
We both have one really, really easy game on the schedule. It's called Florida State. We all know what's going to happen in that game. Both teams are going to take over that game.
FSU fans?
No, not at all.
Hey, y'all can't hurt me because I'm just a college fan. You can't hurt me. You
Oh, okay.
can't hurt me.
Well, they can't defend themselves. I ain't gonna say nothing about
Now,
it.
if you talking about this team right here, yeah, you're gonna hurt me. You're gonna hurt me good.
All right.
One thing, though, real quick, we talk about Miami QB. You think, what do you think about Franks? Should the other guy be playing at this point? Should he be getting a look?
So, yeah.
You gonna go? That's
Okay, so Felipe is way too inconsistent. All right, I like Felipe and all. He's got all the tools to be a really good quarterback. But I think he's gotten smarter overall the last couple of years. But at the same time, he has too many boneheaded plays. The worst play of the game from Felipe was the interception at the very end of the game. First of all, offensive coordinator, why are you throwing the ball? You just took the ball back. We have the game intact. All you gotta do is hand the ball off 3 times. You kill the clock. The game's almost over at that point. But instead, first down, 1st and 10, after a turnover, we have Felipe throw the ball and he just throws it straight to the defender. Made no sense at all.
See, you're a good fan of Florida. You're a realist because him stating that, saying that he shouldn't have did that, he should have ran the ball. So now I can respect you more. But when you take that loss, I still want you to come, okay? Because you're gonna really be sick out losing the swamp.
I'll be here on that
But
one.
my only thing is just like when I do watch him, and I had one dude was like, "Hey man, give him some time." I said, "Damn, isn't he going to his 3rd year?
Yeah,
He's
he's
draft
a junior.
eligible. What time he need? Man, get up out of there, man. I'm just saying, man. He just have, as far as technique wise, he's off. Foot production, he's off a little bit to me. And I'm saying, as far as putting his feet into position where he can actually drive the ball, kind of like one of them SEC type quarterbacks than like somebody that used to play for Miami named Jacoby Harris, just a soft touch, just used to pick it off. I just didn't understand why how can you be that highly touted as a recruit and you just having soft touch passes? And
Well, he has the tools. You saw it on the 66-yard play that he had in the 3rd or 4th quarter. So, it's there, but I don't know. It just doesn't click every play sometimes.
He can be very accurate, unlike somebody we know here in Tampa, like Winston. He can actually throw a deep ball, and he's very accurate. If you watched his big play, like you said, 66 yards, 45 of those were directly in the air. The guy didn't miss a step. The receiver missed no steps. Perfect pass. You couldn't have made it any better, no matter who was throwing the ball. It was perfect. But at the same time, his little inaccuracies, like right across the middle where he overflew the receiver, it turned out to be an interception. Those little plays right there determined the game, especially if Miami would have had a better offense. They could have determined that game right there. That could have been a huge factor into it.
ooh, that hurts right there.
All right. We'll be back.